Hey guys, Christina here for Wednesdays on GenderqueerChat. I'm apologizing for my voice. I have a cold, so if I sound a little bit weird, that's the reason. And I am not doing the topic that everybody else is doing this week because I already did it a couple weeks ago, which I will provide the link for below. I kind of took it as because I couldn't really think of specific points in my life that I had a really high point in my gender journey and a really low point. It's just kind of been pretty much the same all my life. So I kind of didn't do that, and I also took it as taking points from just from the point that I started actually questioning my gender. So I didn't think we could actually take stuff from like early childhood or anything, but whatever. That's fine. Regardless, the topic this week that I'm going to cover is talk about a time when your gender didn't matter and how did that make you feel. So one time in particular in my life when gender never really mattered was probably the happiest year of my life, which was 2003, and I was age 12. There were a lot of good things about that year, but specifically in terms of gender, I was on the cusp of puberty. I hadn't gotten my period yet, although I sort of did before, but that's a long story that's probably caused by a medication that I was taking. But anyways, I didn't permanently get my period until age 13, so I got really lucky there. And I didn't really start wearing a bra until my classmates were like, you need to get a bra, in grade 7, which was halfway through 2003. So, because I started grade 7 in September 2003, at which point I was about 12 and a half, because my birthday is in January. So, yeah, 2003 was awesome. Age 12 was awesome. I hadn't... Now, this isn't gender related. There's a lot of things that were great about that year that were not gender related. Like, I somehow started, like, gaining weight when I was 13. And, I don't know why. I guess it's genetics, because I guess my mom was like that too. Go figure. So that wasn't that great. But age 12 was awesome. And gender, of course, didn't really matter because I hadn't really reached puberty, like, full blown on yet. I had, like, little boobies, A-cup boobies, or less, so it was good. It was, like I said, I didn't wear a bra, so that wasn't, like, I didn't think about that, my chest or anything. I didn't, think about my hips widening, because that didn't really happen until a little bit later on, a couple years down the road. And I didn't really notice, that happening until later on, and yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, gender didn't matter. A time, and that was a good year. The year previous was a pretty good year, 2002, although school wasn't the best because my classmates were douchebags. But that's another story that also doesn't have to do with gender. Age 10, gender did matter. Age 10 was okay. But gender did matter because this lady, I know this is a bit off topic, but anyway, this lady, who was a hairdresser, cut my hair. I went to the hairdressers for the first time. I was, like, it was 2 days after my 10th birthday, and I went to the hairdressers, and this lady just kept cutting, and cutting, and cutting, and I was like... And by the end of it, I looked like a boy, and I was really, really not happy with that. Because, I guess... fluff in here. I guess I wasn't, too happy with that. Like, I've never been really happy with short hair. So, I don't know. Like, super short hair, which is what it was when I was 10. Anyways, I was gonna splice in a picture of when I was 12. Oh yeah, and, like, my classmates were, like, scared of me and stuff, because they were like, whoa, your hair is so short, when I was 10, so, was not fun. which is, I've thought about, is interesting why I didn't want to look like a boy. Because I'm genderqueer, and yet I had a problem with that, but go figure. So, I was going to splice in some sort of picture here of me when I was 12, because I looked awesome, and I was fit, and I was not super feminine looking, and it was great. It was, like, perfect. That's how I want to look, as my 12-year-old self. Anyways, I will splice that in now. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, there's really not a whole lot to say about that in terms of, I mean, a time when gender didn't matter. Like, how did it make me feel? It just wasn't there. Literally, gender was not a thing that I really thought about that much at that point in time. More specifically, though, I can get into specifics, times when gender, like, during that year, that gender didn't really matter, because there were a couple times when, okay, when I was age 12, there was a time that I bought a boy's shirt, and like, it was a button-up t-shirt, and it was kind of this Hawaiian-looking thing, and I was going to wear, like, a t-shirt underneath it, and wear this thing over top of it, because I thought it would look really cool. But I never got up the guts to do it. I think the reason why I thought it would look cool is because I was big into Pokemon back then, and Ash Ketchum, and anyway, if you get the idea. He had a similar kind of look in terms of a shirt that was a t-shirt that was open, and then he had a shirt underneath. So, anyways, I never, I remember bringing it to school, and I never got up the guts to wear it, because it was a boy's shirt, and I thought I'd be made fun of for it. Because it was clearly very, very masculine. Like, it wasn't like, you know, just a boy's t-shirt or something. It was like, clearly, if I'm wearing this, I'm going to look masculine wearing it. I'm going to look like a boy. So, I was hesitant to do that. Because I was perfectly okay looking and androgynous, I think. Although I didn't think of it as androgynous back then. Actually, I think I did wear girls' shirts back then. It was just, the girls' shirts, like, seriously, the girls' shirts that they sold at the store back when I was 12 were much more androgynous looking than they do now. They were, like, normal. But anyways, getting off topic. So, specific point in which gender didn't matter during that year was points at which, like, here's, like, the happiest points of my life. Like, literally happiest times of my life. And definitely happiest times of that year, and definitely times when I didn't think about gender, are, I did a lot of walking and hiking in 2001, 2002, 2003 with my dad, because he was trying to lose weight at the time, and so he brought me along all the time, and it was great, and it was spectacular. And I kind of, well, long story, well, not a long story, as I was, like, huge into Pokemon at that age, I was kind of like, oh, I'm going out and hunting Pokemon, not hunting, catching. Hunting sounds horrible, but you know what I mean. I was going out and pretending to catch Pokemon and stuff, like, out in the woods and whatever junk. But yeah, no, walking and hiking was fabulous. It was great adventures, and it was, like, the best times of my life when I was at that age. Yeah, so that's one point at which gender didn't matter, and now that I've completely rambled on this topic and sort of answered the topic and sort of gone off on several tangents, I'm so sorry about my cold. I know it's annoying. Hopefully I won't have it next week. Let's hope. God, I've had it since, like, Thursday, so Wednesday? Tuesday? I don't remember. It's been almost a week. Anyway, I also wanted to congratulate Jay and Stacy for joining our channel. Welcome to the channel, and I loved your videos this week. So, that's enough of that, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.